Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God.
We're joined by Rick Barclay, the co-owner of the Sugar Pine Mine. This is a piece of land that has been in the midst of controversy, although you're saying that you are not necessarily aware, spearheading this community reaction to this issue that you're facing.
No, I knew that there was going to be support from Oath Keepers. I specifically asked Oath Keepers to protect my property and my rights until I got to court. And that's why Oath Keepers is there. And it's a very small group. The rest of it is somewhat overblown, but I am amazed at the amount of response.
If you look at the comments that are on our website or on our social media sites, a lot of people are relating and very concerned about the situation that you're facing. Why do you think that your case is speaking to all these people?
Because it's a basic property rights issue. Take out the mining. It's a basic property rights issue of someone claiming ownership of land that they can't provide documentation that they have right to control. It'd be like somebody coming to your house saying, this is mine now. You got 14 days to take your house out and 30 days to take down your fences and everything you own. And the average person's going to say, well, where's your proof?
And that's what you're looking for.
And I want my day in court before they destroy or force me to remove any of my property from my mine.
From your perspective, why do you think the BLM is wanting to intervene here, and what do you think the BLM's ultimate goal is with your property?
The ultimate goal of the BLM, because it's going all over the West as we speak, it's a land grab. The BLM wants my minerals because it's a very productive, very rich mine. They don't like the fact that we maintain surface control, and it disturbs them greatly. It's a land grab, pure and simple. Earlier
this week, you all were served with a cease and desist order?
No, we were served with the cease and desist on the 25th of March.
Okay, and then the sheriff told us that one of his officers also accompanied the BLM out on Monday?
Yes, he did, and his deputy was the one that says, I have a problem with the Constitution.
Okay.
Deputy Stanton, when my co-owner partner mentioned we're constitutional people and we're orderly and law-abiding people, Deputy Stanton said, well, I have a problem with the Constitution. So hence my concern that I would not get my Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights to due process and protection from unreasonable search and seizure.
The BLM has told us that they have offered you all a chance to appeal this.
Right, they have, but before we get the appeal in, we're required to remove everything we have up there on a working mine, and they want us to close up our workings and rehab all this before I get a chance to go to court and have a legal remedy. And I'm at the point that I'm not doing anything until I see the judge.
So some people through social media are bringing up things like Bundy Ranch and Ruby Ridge. Do you think that that's too extreme in this situation?
I do think that's too extreme in this situation. We are simply preserving our Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights and our property rights to maintain our property safely until we get our day in court. All we want is our day in court. That's where this is properly to be determined, is in a court of law.
So where do we go from here?
The attorney's filing the appeal. Once the appeal is granted, he's also filing a stay, which would stop the BLM from doing any further punitive seizure or destroying of property, in theory.
Well, you certainly have a lot of supporters who are going to be watching this, a lot of people concerned about the outcome for land rights in general.
Well, anybody that owns property should be very concerned.
All right. We appreciate your perspective and your time. Thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome.